House Bill 431, Representative Bell. You are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, committee members. For those of you who were on the committee last year, y'all will probably remember this issue. It was, I guess, referred to as the diploma issue. For those of you who were not, I want to give a brief explanation of why I'm bringing this bill. It was sometime last year, I guess late last spring, when I began to be contacted by people from several different parts of the state who had children who had gotten out of high school, who had gone and tried to get a job as a daycare worker.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the bill. Is there an amendment with this or anything?
No, there's no amendment with it, Mr. Chairman. Who tried to get a job as a daycare worker or a police officer. Those were the only two professions that it came up in, but they were told that they could not get a job as a daycare worker or police officer because their diplomas came from a program that was not state approved. I brought a bill forth last year, kind of late in the session, and I know it was a lot for me to try to get passed and for the committee to digest last year, and I ended up taking it off notice in the Calendar and Rules Committee, but I brought it back this year. And what I've done different this year than I did last year. Last year we went into Title 49, and we essentially were asking the department in a way to approve the diploma that they don't approve. They don't approve by statute. The schools and the homeschool students who would fit into this group operate under a section of the code where the teachers don't have to meet teacher certification qualifications. The curriculum does not have to be approved by the state, and it was done by law in 1976 with the church-related school law, which is 495801, and then in 1985, if my memory serves me, which is the homeschool law, which is 4963050. So what I did this year is I had the bill drafted and drawn up to amend the general provision section of the law, which is Section 1 or Title 1 instead of Title 49, to take the department out of the position of having to even look like they were approving a diploma that they by law have no authority to approve. And Mr. Chairman, I can give several examples from around the state, from Jackson, Tennessee, to Knoxville, Tennessee, to Roane County, Tennessee, of students who have graduated, who've had post-secondary experience and still could not qualify to be a police officer. In fact, in the research of this bill, I've actually got the list of jobs that by statute require a high school diploma. I don't know if it's all of them, but it's not only a daycare worker, but it's a pedorthist, an auctioneer, a public safety dispatcher, a sheriff, a mayor and alderman of the town of Palmer, Tennessee, and candidates for the boards of education around the state. And Mr. Chairman, all this bill would do is say that if it is a legal form of education in the state of Tennessee, in other words, if it meets the requirements for compulsory education, then that diploma that's given should be legal to meet the statute requirements for receiving a job that requires a high school diploma. And with that explanation, Mr. Chairman, I'm ready for any questions, I hope.
Okay, Representative Lollar, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Would you please clarify for all of us who don't understand, there is a diploma given to homeschoolers rather than somebody just saying, well, I've homeschooled my child, I'm going to write on a piece of paper, here's a diploma. There is something that is recognized in some form as a diploma by the Homeschool Association.
Yeah, and it's Representative Lawler, thank you for the question, and I guess I can speak some from personal experience. I've got a daughter who's at the Tennessee Technology Center in Athens. She made a 24 on her ACT, and they accepted her diploma that was given by the church-related school that my daughter graduated from, even though she was homeschooled under the law. The custodial of the records was the church-related school. I've got an oldest son who's a Marine, and the Army or the Marines accepted his diploma that was given by this school. I could bring several examples. I'm kind of sad to see that Dr. Brown didn't make the meeting. I could bring examples of 3 students in her area. One of them, Nathaniel Goggins, was a homeschool student who was just recently appointed by Lieutenant Governor Ramsey to serve on the Ethics Commission for the state of Tennessee. Now, what's kind of crazy about that, he's an attorney. He's serving now on our state ethics commission, but if he wanted to be a daycare worker, his diploma would not qualify. And so I hope that explanation was good.
Any other question? Any concern? Just clarify something for me. You are asking the State Department of Education to certify that diploma has value, or
No, sir. I went in, again, this opens up the general provisions section of the law, Title I instead of Title 49. I purposely stayed away from Title 49. And I did that so I would not have to involve the State Department of Education or the Board of Education. Again, that's as I understand it, and as I had the attorney who helped me draft the bill explain it to me.
who sanctions or recognizes the diploma? I'm missing something from where we were last year with it to where you are today with it.
Okay. All the bill says is that the diploma shall have the same rights and privileges as a high school diploma awarded by a public school system. Now, and probably for a brief explanation, quickly, I need to explain the last sentence. It says this section shall not apply to state lottery proceeds. I know there's a homeschool student's GPA is not recognized and therefore does not qualify to get the lottery, and I stayed away from that. I did not want to address that in this bill, and it does not address that in this bill. This in no way would allow them to receive a scholarship with their diploma. Stayed away from that question, but it doesn't say, it just says that that diploma shall be considered by all departments, agencies, and commissions or other such entities of state and local government as having the rights and privileges of a high school diploma awarded by the public school system.